Loving viewers, welcome to another episode of Golden Age Technology on Supreme Master Television. In May 2010, the city of San Jose, California, USA, played host to the world's largest pre-college student science competition, the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair, or ISEF, a competition in which 6 million students participate annually. Since 1950, the fair has been organized by Society for Science and the Public, a U.S.-based nonprofit organization. More than 1,600 gifted students from 59 countries, the winners of their respective local and regional science fairs, gathered in California to showcase their exceptional research and inventions before an expert panel of leading scientific professionals. During the week-long fair, the bright participants enjoyed the opportunity not only to strive for prestigious awards and scholarships, but also to spend time among like-minded peers and interact with distinguished scientists, including Nobel laureates. This year's top prize winners included Amy Chow, a 15-year-old from Texas, USA, who developed a new technology for use in photodynamic therapy and cancer treatment, and 18-year-olds Kevin Ellis and Yale Fawn from Washington, USA, and Oregon, USA, respectively. Kevin's project involved improvements to a type of computer programming, and Yale Fawn's research demonstrated how quantum computing can solve certain complex computational problems. Let's now meet some of the participants who come from across the globe as they happily take the time to speak about their exceptional projects. To begin, 16-year-old Kelsey Watanabe from Hawaii, USA, introduces us to her Aerostat project, which harnesses wind energy.
I'm Kelsey Watanabe. I just turned 16 and I'm from Milani, Hawaii. My project is an Aerostat, which means it's a stationary aircraft. It's also going to be able to generate wind electricities. And basically, it's a dirigible, so it has a rigid frame. It's like a blimp, like a Zeppelin or the Hindenburg, except it's going to be made of different materials, and it's going to be more safe. Basically, the wind comes across the top of the dirigible itself and goes to the end of the rotor. And the rotor then turns the drive shaft, which is connected to the generator in the front, and the electricity is then transported from the generator to the ground through the tether.
Brazilian students Eduardo Boff and Lucas Ferreira were concerned about the high price of the prosthetic limbs available to amputees in their country, and so they set about on a noble mission of designing a low-cost alternative made from recycled materials.
Nowadays, the high-tech orthopedic processes designed for the replacement of the human foot in cases of amputation have an extremely expensive cost for the low-income patients. These processes were designed for absorb impact and convert to impulse, giving comfort to the patient while he's walking. To the low-income patients, we have other types of processes, made by wood, for example, but these processes don't have any system to absorb impact.
So, we decided to design a new process with a cheap material and recyclable that shows higher resistance and softness at the same time.
We decided to use the PAT, the same materials used in production of soda bottles.
18-year-old Gary Couric from Canada showed us a number of amazing devices that can provide greater independence to those who are disabled.
I basically invented 3 new multifunctional mobility aids aimed at helping the disabled users of today. My inventions include a walker that can be used as a manual walker, power-assisted walker, or full power wheelchair. And I've also invented a multifunctional wheelchair which a paraplegic can use as a manual, power assist, or full power wheelchair. They can have the option of reclining the chair for comfort and safety. They also have the ability to raise their seat to standing position so they can engage in conversations at eye level as well as reach high shelves and engage in seat transfers. And they also have the ability to independently climb entire flights of stairs.
What inspired you to develop this?
Current technology seems to only offer one function to users, and when you have somebody in a debilitating state, their condition can change throughout the day, and their needs can change as well. So that's why I went out to create multifunctional aids which would assist to accommodate those changes that they may experience on a short notice.
Kyle Salibi and Catherine Stone from Florida, USA are excited by the potential of tidal power, which can generate clean energy almost 24 hours a day, and they decided to make it the focus of their project.
Our project is generating clean electrical tidal power. We have two parts to it. As you can see, A, to design, build, and test a device, our water wheel, that can produce a viable amount of clean electrical tidal power. B, to write a computer program that can accurately predict the amount of power or potentially that we can produce.
We actually built the water wheel completely ourselves and completely out of recycled materials. You can see old road signs and the like. We got an old car generator and built a gearbox out of old bicycle sprockets in order to ramp up the RPMs to where we need for the generator.
In our test, we found that we can produce 13 amps and 81 watts of power. Now, that's a lot of power, and actually we maxed out our alternator. That's physically as much as that alternator can produce. But we have enough power, as shown by our computer program, that we can turn even bigger generators.
When we return, we will continue our visit to the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in San Jose, California, USA, and meet with students from Lebanon and Palestine who have developed beneficial technologies for the blind. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Golden Age Technology. The 2010 Intel International Science and Engineering Fair, held in San Jose, California, USA, was attended by more than 1,600 gifted young minds from all over the world. In front of an expert panel of scientists, they eagerly showcased their outstanding research and inventions, many of which focused on creating a more sustainable planet and benefiting those in need. Among the many talented participants was a young team of girls from Lebanon whose concern for the blind led them to develop an invention to provide assistance in times of emergency.
I'm Farah Hajjai. I'm Siba Hajjai. Reem Mrad.
Where are you from?
Lebanon.
And can you tell us about your invention today?
We are aiming to make emergency service especially for the blind people, because the blind person can't describe his situation when he gets in an emergency.
The device consists of two parts: the wireless camera and the headphones. Transmits audio and video to the observer in the center. The observer would be seeing the path of the blind person and sending him the directions to lead him out of the situation.
The connection of this device is wireless and it can't exceed more than 100 meters. So we're aiming to change it into internet connection, GPRS, on the phones, so that the blind could call the center and directly put it.
We aim also to change the appearance of our device, like eyeglasses, that would be more natural and normal for the blind person.
This way we'll decrease the number of accidents that blind people face, and they will feel more comfortable and secure in their life.
Our final team consists of three bright 14-year-old girls from Palestine. Asil Shar, Noor Alarda, and Asil Abu Leo were among the list of prize winners receiving a special award for applied electronics. The virtuous young students invented a first-of-its-kind electronic cane for the blind, being encouraged to create the beneficial technology after witnessing the many physical challenges faced by the visually impaired living in their community. Asil Shar and Noor Alarda now introduce their invention.
Hi, my name is Noor Alarda. I'm from Palestine in 9th grade.
My name is Asil Shar and I'm from Palestine. The idea came to us when we saw a lot of blind in our community, and because the roads in our environment have a lot of obstacles and holes, so they need something to help them, and we try to help them by developing the stick tech.
Okay, this is our stick. It has two sensors. This front sensor for obstacles and front blocks. Here we have a ground sensor. This sensor for holes and stairs. And this is very important because it helps the blind if they come near holes or going down the stairs. Here we have two switches and two buzzers. Each sensor has buzzer and each sensor has switch. Here we have a reflector. Here we have a rheostat to make the sound high or low. Here we have a comfortable handle, and it's contained by 2 vibrators. We put it because if the client can't hear, he can feel by the vibrate, and it's very important because it tells the blind the true direction to carry it like this, not like this. For example, this is the object. This is the sound. For halls or stairs, like different sound. And of course, the handle is vibrating.
And have you tested your stick?
Yeah, of course. We tested it in 18 blind. Some of them men, women, young, old, and we made a questionnaire with them, and they answered it.
After they use it.
So, and we found some results, like the stick is facilitating the blind's movement. It's good for avoiding holes, and its weight is suitable for the blind.
The young trio hopes that their success on the international stage will serve to inspire other young Palestinians to strive to achieve their hopes and dreams.
We are so happy and so proud, and we hope all the girls and boys in our country be the best and challenge all the difficulties in our environment and in our community.
And we want all of them to represent Palestine in a good way and to be an inventor or something which will help Palestine to grow.
Indeed, such outstanding efforts from students from all over the world show that greatness can be achieved regardless of age, nationality, and background. Our congratulations go to the prize winners as well as to all participants who took part in the 2010 Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. Wishing you all the success for the future as you lead your generation into a bright and boundless golden age. For more details on the 2010 Intel International Science and Engineering Fair, please visit www.isef2010sanjose.org. Thank you, saintly viewers, for your company today on Golden Age Technology. Next up on Supreme Master Television is Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living, after noteworthy news. May you find satisfaction and success in all of your virtuous endeavors.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/GAT.